What's up, you guys? It's Chris here. So they're at it again. YouTube has changed up their terms of service, and this time it's a doozy. And if you're a YouTube creator, within the last couple of days, when you logged into your studio beta, you likely got plastered with a huge notice that terms of service will be changing effective December 2019. Now, before you just dismiss it, it's kind of a big deal because these massive changes will affect the upload process for each new video that you ever create, any existing videos that you have on your channel, and it can even affect your monetization. And did I mention that failure to comply with this can lead to you being fined by the Federal Trade Commission upwards of $42,530 per video? Yeah, it's kind of insane, but it is justified because this is just a way to help protect children who really can't protect themselves. So in this video, I want to talk to all creators, or if you have yet to start, new creators who may be seeing this as another roadblock in getting your business started and involving YouTube in some form or fashion. A lot of YouTubers are really getting up in arms, and I want to share 3 things that you need to do in order to avoid being paralyzed by this new change. And it is all for the low price of simply hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you haven't already. So with that said, let's get into the video. So number 1, don't let fear control your outlook of the future. And there is an old quote by Zig Ziglar that says fear, or F-E-A-R, has 2 meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. And this is a favorite quote of mine as it shows that most problems that you have that will cause you to cower in fear is all in your head. The need for a positive attitude can really not be understated in the world in which we live in. And this extends beyond just YouTube or starting a business. Life itself is going to throw you curveballs at every stretch of the way. And the only way that you can combat it is to successfully stand up and fight. Negative attitudes and the stress associated with it can do things like raise your blood pressure or create ulcers or even cause unnecessary anxiety. In fact, most of the time, we often think of the worst, but after all is said and done, what we thought would happen rarely happens. Now, what is really awesome is positive thinking. Positive thinking can literally extend your lifespan. The New York Times reports that people with chronic illnesses live longer when they demonstrate positive emotions. Things that help them to foster positive emotions was to do something as simple as recalling a positive event in each day, listing a personal strength of yours and how you used it, or just practicing small acts of kindness. These things will help you to control your stress levels and keep you on a positive uptick for the majority of the day. Another way not to let fear to control your outlook on your future is to control what you can control. Yes, it is true. YouTube is making these changes, and these changes can potentially affect the money that you use to pay bills, to care for your family, just, the list goes on. So we can either sit back, get mad, and complain about why this is happening, or moan and whine and have the whole why me type attitude, or we can control what we can control and just continue creating. Instead of feeling sorry for ourselves, we should be out there labbing and creating and shooting and editing new content. That is how you will move forward. The number 2 thing that you need to do is to diversify your audience and diversify your income. Now, look, change is going to happen, so we need to do our best to prepare for it. So when it comes to diversifying your audience specifically, look, it's hard to build a sizable audience on YouTube, but it would be very wise to extend that presence across other platforms as well. Now, I wouldn't worry too much about what platform you use other than YouTube, but it's best just to pick one and go with it. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Have multiple places where you can connect with your audience. This will help in the unfortunate event that your channel is ever disabled for any reason, and you can still talk to your audience and let them know what's going on. Now, a ninja trick that I have used that has brought me a very consistent and a significant income is driving people to my email list. Now, this can be very safe and very practical, as your email list is one of the only things that you as a creator actually own. And I hate to break the news to some of you, but you don't own your YouTube channel. You don't own your Instagram account or your Twitter accounts. And because of that fact, it can technically be shut down at any point, at any moment, without your knowledge. But there's always a but. The people on your email list are yours to contact at virtually any moment by simply typing up an email. The importance of this is huge because you can direct your audience to any platform when you talk to them directly. You can even download your email list for safekeeping if you want. You can't do that with your subscribers on YouTube. Now, when it comes to diversifying your income specifically, you should not just focus on the YouTube ad revenue from the partner program. You should also focus on affiliate marketing and brand deals and sponsorships and joint ventures and course sales. And the list just goes on in ways that you can monetize your channel. Then take the money that you earn and invest it in offline pursuits like index funds or real estate or other businesses so that you can always have a steady stream of income coming in. You work hard to build up each one of these income sources, and if one of them were to ever fail or got hit hard by an algorithm update or your channel just got demonetized, the other streams of income can prop you up until you figure it out. Use YouTube or any social media platform as a means of growing a business and then sustain that same business by building it offline as well. Look, YouTube is not perfect. I'm not naive to even think that by any means. But as unpredictable as YouTube is, as wacky as they can be sometimes at any moment at the drop of a hat, it is still the best we got. There is no other sharing platform on the planet that allows us to make money and connect with a huge global audience for free. So take advantage of what it is that we have to work with. Now, the number 3 thing that you need to do is you need to be willing to do it again. If the worst were to happen and your YouTube channel was completely shut down without any hope of getting it back, it would be easy to curl up in the fetal position and just give up on ourselves altogether. But that is not what we're going to do. That is not what you're going to do. It's not what I'm going to do. Our desire to have a different life other than what is normal by going to school and getting a job, the desire not to do that should be our motivation to rinse and repeat the process if we needed to. Now, I certainly hope nothing ever happens to my channel, and if it did, I would fight to get it back tooth and nail. But if something happened and I could not get my original channel back, I would just do it again. I did it once, why can't I just do it again? This goes back to number 1 about being positive and controlling what you can control. The truth is, once you have done something once successfully, doing it again should be an easier process. I would even go as far as to say that if creating a business on YouTube just didn't work at all, I would just keep fighting and find something else that does work. Thomas Edison famously said that I have not failed, I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That has to be your mentality, because that thinking will get you through tough times like the ones that we're going through right now, when we are scared and we are fearful about what could happen to our channels due to government intervention. So be willing to put it all on the line, take a risk, and live the life that you want to live. And as a bonus, one thing that you should do is just continue making content. When you work a 9-to-5 job, you are at the mercy of the company. You are just a cog in the wheel and is highly replaceable at any moment. And for most of you, if that company decided to let you go, you'd be without an income and just stuck looking for another job or just over broke job. But when you're an entrepreneur, you see, we thrive on being flexible, being able to pivot at any moment and go after the next opportunity. The reality is, business is risky. If business wasn't risky, then everyone would do it and there wouldn't be any kind of fear at all. But as long as you have a positive attitude, diversify your audience and your income, be willing to start over and just keep creating, you will be able to withstand any storm that comes. The truth is, we all get scared, we all get fearful. It is just in how you handle it. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please be sure to smash the like button as well as subscribe. We post new videos every Mondays and Thursdays, and follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily and would love to connect with you there as well. Stay tuned for the bloopers, and I will catch you all later. Yeah. Now, I hate to break it to, wake up. All right, let's do this. Maybe seeing this as a roadblock. So the number 2 thing that you need to do is you need to and it is all for the low price of simply hitting the YouTube algorithm. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it's kind of insane, but it's, You can even download your email list for safekeeping. I hate to break the news to some of you, but you don't own your YouTube channel. Your YouTube. What is a YouTube?